Morning, Rodney. Today's self-reflection. Today's Just for Today was about making the same mistakes over and over again, but also giving myself grace to know that, like, I need to make mistakes in order to learn. Insanity, right? I found myself this weekend doing really well. You know, and you know, working through my mom and all that stuff. Somebody had reached out to me, I think through TikTok. Yeah, through TikTok. And I decided, because there's been people that have reached out to me, you know, psychics or whatever. And their intention, or at least what they said, is, I can get you to talk to your ex again. I don't even know if she's an ex. In my mind, she is, but in her mind, I'm not. So how crazy does that sound? I realize that now. I felt like I was in a relationship. She said she was, and she didn't want to be in one in the end. Well, I mean, maybe she said she didn't want to be in one. Not just in the end. But I don't choose how somebody's going to be or what they're going to be in. I gotta quit taking ownership of that, as if that was my fault that she decided that she would be in a relationship with me. It's my fault when I decide I want to be in one with somebody, and I don't like how it feels if I continue to stay in it. And I have to remember that I can't control what other people do, so I should quit controlling what I think I'm causing other people to do. Like, I don't need to be taking ownership of my shit and other people's shit. So I need to stop that. And I need to stop trying to put the weight of the world on my shoulders. I've got enough on my plate. But this person said they were struggling with bills, trying to raise money or something, and so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do an act of kindness and help. Not with the intention of, like, talking to the person I was talking to before or gaining anything. So I did. And in that person continued to talk to me. And in that, the insanity of the same thing over and over again, knowing that I could catch feelings. And the good news is that, like, I'm able to acknowledge that early now. And I think what happened was yesterday, a series of questions happened that I asked, and something felt odd. And so then it turned into just a short good night. And I found myself asking, you know, feeling like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? And then I woke up this morning asking myself, those are the questions you ask yourself if you're in a relationship. Which I clearly stated a boundary I don't want to be in. So I had to, like, really reflect. What's weird is I had, like, other things reaching out to me. And I was able to utilize one of them as a to-do list. So if I go back into that, I can look at my to-do list, and those are the things that I need to do. Those are the things that are important. The things that are important are important. Those are priorities. Everything else is secondary to what those priorities are, which are the house, the dump, the bill. And, you know, giving myself some grace here. It's okay. I didn't reach out to this person. They reached out to me. I didn't seek this person. They seek me. And then I helped, hopefully, in the right way. Hopefully I didn't. Interesting person, though. I'll give them that. So yeah, this is just reflection. It all leads back to one thing, and I know what that is. So it keeps opening this door. And I didn't even know why I want that door opened. You know, all I have to do is play the tape and look at the last thing that was said to me. You know, I should probably look at a lot of things like that. You know, sometimes we just play the tape for our drugs. Where in my life is it unmanageable to where I can play the tape and be like, okay, you have these feelings. Let's go back to the last time you talked, the last time you did that, the last time you anything, and use that as a reminder that, like, hey, this was the last conversation you had with somebody. What do you like? You know, I get in my head thinking like, well, no, maybe that's that whole being an addict thing, I think. Like where the shot glass is given to the addict and it's given to the person who's not. And they say, go ahead and take a sip, or you can have it. And then all of a sudden, they put it up to their lips and they say, but on one condition. And they pull a gun out and say, if you drink that, I'll blow your brains out. Well, both of them put the drink down, but it's what goes on in their head that separates the two of them. One of them says, what the heck just happened there? That was crazy. Wow. The other person thinks, well, maybe there's no bullets in there. They're not going to pull the trigger. Maybe his finger will slip. I've seen that video like so many times. Well, that's my way of thinking. I'm the other guy. Maybe this time it'll work. Maybe this person is right. Maybe they didn't really mean what they said. Maybe they actually do love me. And I have to take romanticism out of the equation and look at logic. And the challenge is that, like, I've romanticized a lot of things in my life. That's a trailhawk. Sorry, squirrel. I've romanticized a lot of things in my life, like drug use, like thinking that a relationship this year will be better, this year will be different, this vacation will be different, this drink will be different. Oh, I'll drink in the morning. Oh, I'll just do it on the weekends. All of that. And I know the answer is in the steps. And I'm on steps now. I'm back in it. I gotta still continue my resentments. Uncover. So I can let it go. There's a couple people I haven't put on that list yet that need to go on there. Unbeknownst to them. And then I'll be able to let that go. I'm holding on to it. I'm not done with the person I was writing about. Holding on to something that doesn't exist. I love Shayna. Her daughter's amazing. I should spend some of the money that I have to get her bed set up, get that room done today. Priority 1 today. I'm gonna get my room bagged up. All that stuff on the floor. That's all that's left. And then I'm gonna move that bed frame into the room. And I'm gonna get that bath going. The bathtub is almost cleared out. I can take a frickin' bath. It's a nice bath. The only thing it's missing is jets. Today somebody reached out to me, and they reached out at the same time as somebody else. There's no such thing as coincidences. I mean, I like the saying, you know, coincidences are God's way of staying anonymous. So if I want to use that phrase, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. I think I'm clean enough now to know the difference. And I'm also clean enough now to know something seems a little too coincidental here. And it may not be like, so it may not be exactly what I think it is, right? But it's not separate. So I gotta remember that. It's too much of a coincidence. And I gotta be smart. What am I protecting here? My finances? The money that I gave was not even that big of a deal. It's not like it broke me. So what am I protecting here? My mental state, my sleep. I'm doing something also. I'm going to the gym twice a day. I told myself maybe that's too much. I'm not quite seeing the results I want to see, although the results are fantastic. But there's some stuff I want to see, some extra stuff I want to see. And I'm obsessing over it and using this to obsess over that. So am I doing that to get away, or am I doing that for that, or am I combining it all? Because technically speaking, I just don't want to be in my thoughts. Is it a bad thing for that to be going on so I'm not in my thoughts? I told myself yesterday I wasn't gonna go, and then I sat there and I scrolled for about 2 minutes. My feed I didn't like. Instead of putting down my phone and watching TV, which I know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick my phone right back up. I'm not gonna delete the stuff because I'm using it for this. So what am I doing? Well, maybe what I'm doing isn't wrong, but how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it is. The gym's all completely empty. I don't have to worry about any distraction in there. I get a good workout in, but I'm lacking a full 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And if I really care about myself, then I'll take care of myself and not do that to myself. I could go every day if I'm willing to wake up early enough to go. Although I'm going every day, but sometimes in the evening, so I don't know. This is a self-reflection video, so we'll see. I just need to talk it through. Can't write while I'm driving. Maybe I just need to focus on, am I doing that? Is the intention of doing that to get away from my thoughts? What other things can I do to do that? I need to find another avenue, and I know what the answer is. It's like I already said it a second ago. It's the step work. But at least I'm not just sitting on the couch eating junk and watching TV, scrolling through my phone. I'm doing something different than I ever have, so this is all new to me. It's all a learning experience. And I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. This reflection doesn't have to just be a beat down. It can just be an inventory of where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what I'm thinking, what's going on with me. I gotta protect feeling sad. I gotta protect feeling lonely. I gotta protect that. Which means don't do things that are gonna make you feel that way. I'm still hurt from the long-term relationship I had. Not long distance. I'm hurt from that too. I haven't really worked through the other one. Maybe what I need to do is write about the other one. Not step work, but just write about it. Find a way to process it like I did my mom. I can write the things that I liked about it, and I can also write the things that I didn't like about it, and I can write how I felt when I was done, when it was near the end, when I was in a really bad place, and those two were in the house making fun of me and stuff. Maybe I need to process how it ended in the last year of it. Maybe I'm just trying to find a distraction so I don't have to think about it. Kind of like with my mom passing. So I turned to drugs and alcohol. This is like a drug. I want it. It's instant gratification. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel different. I mean, I love a good conversation. How much though? And with who? What gender? I mean, no, I'm not talking nasty or nothing, but you just want to feel, you want to feel in love so bad it's not even funny. Let's be real, man. You want to feel in love so bad it's not even funny. You ain't the only one. You're not the only one, dude. Stop thinking like you're fucking unique in this bitch. You're not. Everybody's seeking, like, a majority of people are seeking that person. That's why fucking movies sell like they do. And fucking books are, you know, millions of copies sold. Person looking for love and finding it. You're not different. You're not unique. You're just a fucking addict who just got out of drugs and a fucking shit show. A terrible shit show, and then found somebody who made you feel better. You went from one drug to the next. Was your life unmanageable? Were you getting shit done? You know, you were talking to your coworker yesterday about how you know, you're 1 and 2 years, you're making like $5 digits a month, we'll just say. And so you figured, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm making this money. I'm clean. And I'm going to the thing. And I'm answering the questions. Everything else is fucking the way it is. You weren't fixing every area of your life. You're forced to do that right now. That wasn't the recovery, man. You're doing what you're doing today. And then also adding the spiritual side and the physical side to it is you're doing more than you did last time. Which is what you said you were going to do. When I walked into treatment that day, I said, I'm going to do more than I did before. You're doing it. This is part of it, man. It's not supposed to be peachy. It's not supposed to be fucking rainbows and unicorns. Here's what you're not doing. You're not being nasty to women. Okay? What happened there was a relationship, and you thought you were in one. So you were helping, taking care of somebody, and then you thought you guys were finding a creative way to be close. You weren't being that fucking person that, like, you're telling yourself because of what they said. Stop with that bullshit thinking, Rodney. Don't walk into these meetings thinking that everybody doesn't like you. How about this? Who gives a fuck if anybody likes you? At the end of the day, man, when you were in the dark room by yourself, ain't nobody fucking there for you. You were by yourself. I'm not saying you got to get out of this by yourself. You have a program, but utilize the program if needed when be. But focus on yourself. It's gonna be okay, dude. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna make it. You're making it. Fuck, you're gonna make it. You are making it. You're doing good at your job. You're doing good on a personal level with your physical stuff. You're doing good mentally, you know, with the exception of this shit. And you're doing good spiritually. The bills are getting paid up. Everything is working out. All right? Not every area is going to be fixed overnight. And some of them are going to take a lot longer than others. Just be careful how you talk to people for your own mental state. Don't make people do things they don't want to do, but you don't do, so you don't have to like live with that burden. You're not doing anything that somebody says I don't want to do, and then you tell them, come on, just do it anyways. No. So quit taking ownership, and have a good day.